I was rather hopeful about checking out Godzilla vs King Kong. I was hopeful because I loved Skull Island. I thought that was the best of the Godzilla Kong movies thus far. Adam Wingard directing this one. I kind of like the director. I think he's had some ups, some downs, but more often than not I've been favourable on his movies. And I was just hoping for one thing: more of the monsters, less of the more serious, dramatic human characters. And to be fair, I did get that. Now, putting the movie on, I was really interested to see what had transpired since the last time we left Kong. I liked the idea of it. Of course, there is some shoehorned in human characters, which, to be honest, I'm not really going to focus on much because it's Godzilla versus Kong, not humans versus Godzilla versus Kong. They're kind of an addition to the movie to tie it together and give it that story point to move forward. But this is a big, brash blockbuster of a movie that is all about two giant apex predators beating the crap out of each other. That's what I went into this movie wanting to get, and it's what I got. Very early on, I kind of realised that these movies are running a formula. It's easy to spot and it's becoming a little tiresome. I'm watching Godzilla vs Kong, I see where Kong is, I see what's happening with Godzilla, I get an inclination of who the bad antagonist is going to be, who the protagonists are going to be, but ultimately I'm tied to these two giant creatures and where their story is going to take us, and I was kind of interested in Kong's story. The basic idea is Godzilla's the apex, and whenever he senses a rival to his power, he will attack, looking to beat them down to stay the status quo almost. And as soon as they take Kong off of Skull Island, he's going to come onto Godzilla's radar. There's going to be a fight, and there is a wonderful fight scene with Kong on an aircraft carrier, which is over the top, silly, colourful, violent, and most of all, and most importantly, fun. It was great to watch, had some real cheer out loud moments. And after that first fight, I was a little worried about where the movie was going to go. We're about half an hour in, I had a lot of time to cover, and we get thrown into some other human characters. We get Millie Bobby Brown's character from the second one, whose name I didn't even bother to remember because I wasn't that interested. We get her story, which instead of the sad family dramatics of King of the Monsters, we get a more kind of fun, tongue-in-cheek storyline with a podcaster. Everybody wants podcasters in their movies these days, as they kind of try to uncover why Godzilla has attacked a town out of the blue, seemingly no justification as to why he's done it. And their story's kind of fun and adds a little bit of levity to the movie. It wasn't too overly serious, wasn't too dramatic, and was at some points a nice sideline adventure for the movie. Midway through the movie, and this is something that I would love to talk about, but I'm not going to, the movie takes a detour. It takes a detour into somewhere that I wasn't expecting, and I really loved it. It was a throwback to the 60s kind of monster movies of Doug McClure and things like that, and I really enjoyed the whole look, the aesthetic and the idea of that storyline. I found it really enjoyable, and it really freshened up this movie for me. It kind of took it away from the silliness and the dourness of King of the Monsters and gave me a more colourful, vibrant, energetic take on Kong versus Godzilla. I'm a Kong man all the way, by the way. Just thought I'd drop that in there. When you get to the final fight scene, there's no real surprise. What happens kind of happens, but it's destruction at an enjoyable level. Tower blocks are knocked over. You get to see Kong smashing Godzilla's head off another tower block. It's just fun action, which is clearly shot and you can see what's happening with this one. It's no shaky cams or from the humans' perspectives. It's just two giant monsters fighting, destroying a town with an addition of something that was awesome. I loved it. The movie doesn't offer much in the form of surprises, but to be honest, do we really need much in the form of surprises or revelations in a giant monster beating the crap out of each other movie? Not particularly. I like the fact that they toned down the human characters a little bit, although they're still there. It's not as serious or as important an aspect of the movie. I loved the surprise of where this thing goes at a certain point. I think Kong and Godzilla look great. There's more of them on screen this time. It's really colourful and vibrant with its neon colours and its pastel shades. And yeah, I really enjoyed Godzilla vs Kong. I'm not sure it was as good as Skull Island. I will give it another shot. I think it looked particularly fantastic and gave me what I wanted from these kind of movies. That's about the biggest ringing endorsement I can give it. I'd love to know your thoughts on Godzilla vs Kong. Let me know in the comment box below, and I want to know who you prefer, Godzilla or King Kong. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Man v Film.